Hi, I'm Beth with TB Properties Buys Land. And we've been receiving a lot of questions lately about our process and how it works, just detailed questions. And we do have an overview video in which we walk through the steps of the process, but again, it's just an overview, quickly walking through those steps. So I thought that maybe I would break this down into a series of videos so that we could be a little bit more detailed on each step of the process. Now, our process is pretty simple, it's pretty streamlined, and so I'm going to break it down into 3 videos with 3 steps. In this first video today, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the first step, which is just reaching out to us, okay? The second step is the purchase and sale agreement. What does that look like? How long is it? What is the verbiage that's used on there? And then the third step is really just getting it to title and closing. What does closing look like? Okay, so in these next few videos, I'll walk you through the whole process a little bit more detailed. So the first step of the process is really just reaching out to us. Whether you found us on our website, tbpropertiesbuysland.com, or whether you received a letter in the mail with an offer for us to buy your rural vacant land. However you got in touch with us, giving us a call or shooting us an email or even contacting us through our website, that's that first step of the process. We're going to want to talk to you. We're going to ask you a few questions. First of all, we might ask you, do you have any back taxes on the property? And that's not a deal killer. We have purchased property with back taxes. Okay, so maybe you inherited the land, and who you inherited the land from, they weren't paying back taxes on it. Maybe you stopped paying taxes on it. And we can talk through that and negotiate back taxes, okay, if that's an issue. Inherited land, we're going to ask you, do you have clear title to the land? Okay, maybe you inherited it, maybe who knows what other circumstances there are, but we're going to ask you that question. And again, that too is not a deal killer. If it's not in your name, if you don't have clear title to that, we're going to ask you some more detailed questions to see if that's something that we can move forward with. All right, and if so, we'll walk that through title and take care of that. And if not, we'll let you know what you might need to do on your own if that's not something that we can help you with. Okay, so we'll ask you those questions. We're going to ask you, how fast do you need to close? Do you want to close right away? You need the money right away? Or maybe you need to wait a little bit longer. Maybe you're waiting on a will to be probated. Maybe you've got some life circumstances that need a little bit longer before you're ready to close on this. Okay, so we're going to ask you some questions about what you need out of the situation, and we'll go from there. We may need to go check out the property. Okay, we're going to have to find out, is there access to it? Can you get to the property? What's the size of the property? Does it meet our requirements? We may need to actually get somebody out there on the property, boots on the ground, to check it out. Okay, so after all of that, we're going to have to agree on a price. Okay, so we'll let you know, this is what we can provide you. This is what we can pay for this property. And the price that we agree to is going to include us, TB Properties Buys Land, covering all the closing costs. That's the escrow fees, any attorney fees if those are necessary. The transfer taxes, recording fees. There's a lot of fees that take place when you're closing a property, a lot of these little fees, so we will take care of that. So whatever price we agree to is what you're going to see on that purchase agreement. And I'll talk about the purchase agreement on the next video. Now, there may be a situation in which we don't agree on a price, and that's okay. We're going to tell you this is the most that we can do, and we're going to tell you why. Maybe we find out that there isn't good access to the property. There's no road going to it. Maybe we find out that it's in the wetlands. So if the price isn't exactly what you're expecting, we're going to let you know why. And again, this is your property. You don't have to sell it to us. You don't have to sell it at all. But we'd love to purchase the property from you if it works out, but you may choose to go elsewhere, and that's totally acceptable. Now, you may try to sell it someplace else. You may try to work with a realtor, and if it doesn't work out, you're perfectly welcome to come back and talk to us again. We can always see whether that's something that we can purchase in the future. But if that does work out, if we both agree on a price, we're going to get you a purchase agreement that's going to spell out everything that we need to send to title. It's very simple. It's 1 page, and I'll talk about that in detail in the next video. And after that's been signed, that goes on to title and closing. Okay, so hopefully this first step of the process, which is just getting in touch with us, hopefully I've explained that well and it's clear. If you have any further questions, you're welcome to get back in touch with us and ask those. We're happy to help. But We hope to we look forward to working with you guys in the future, and take care.